Hey guys, it's Scott with Scottie B Cards. In this video, I want to look at the best rookie cards to invest in of any given player. Investing, collecting, they're one and the same to a lot of people. They kind of are to me, to be fully transparent. If you're a true collector and you want a PC specific player, you can buy any cool card that you think is cool and don't worry about the value. And that's great. That's a good feeling. But there are times where you're spending a lot of money on a player's cards. And so you want to have a good card that people appreciate, that is rare but common enough, known enough, collected enough where it can appreciate in value. And in this video, I want to look at my thought process on the top 10 cards that I personally would look at as investment cards and the best investment. I go from number 10 to number 1, and I'm going to go over my rationale behind it. With that being said, certain sets may include new cards that eventually surpass these ones in the past I'm looking at. Like, these all could change any given year, but historically, these are the cards I would look at if I was going to buy a card of a specific player. It's a lot more difficult in 2024, well, basically 2020 to 2025 cards, because of the fact that there are so many sets and there's so much higher print runs. It's a little bit more difficult, but if you stick to this, it should be okay. Certain sets may be watered down more than they used to be. Flagship is an example of this, and not all players are created equal. There are some players who debut later in the year, and so they have less cards, and so a card from a more insignificant set may be more valuable because it only has a couple sets versus a player who has all of the full range of sets if they were introduced earlier in the year, like an Ellie De La Cruz versus a Paul Skeens, right? Paul Skeens cards are much more rare. Cards change by year and era. There you go, Paul Skeens and Ellie. That's literally what I just said. They're very different players. Look at Mike Trout versus Adley Rutschman, very different situations. But as an example, Mike Trout only has a few cards compared to someone like Julio Rodriguez or Adley Rutschman, who has a ton of cards. So these are a lot of competing cards, or they're too early to say. An example is his Topps Gilded. Will it catch on? Potentially, but I can't say for sure. Definitive RPAs are great cards. Do I think that they're better than Dynasty RPAs that we'll talk about? No. And so I don't think that they're there yet. Bowman Chrome rookie autographs, not first autographs. Bowman Chrome rookie autographs don't quite make the cut for me. Bowman Chrome first refractors, non-autos don't quite make the cut for me because they've never really caught on. I don't know why, but they could eventually. Opening day image variations, Stadium Club gold minted, Stadium Club autographs, image variations and refractors, Allen and Gunter red autographs out of 10, the mini autos, I love those. And there's other cards as well that I debated but did not include. So to start it off, we have Heritage Chrome. It's number 8. That's because we have a few ties that we're going to talk about, but Heritage Chrome, black and gold. These particular cards are two cards I would look at for a specific player. The black and the gold parallel. The black is like out of however many years it's been since the set was released, or whatever set what year it was from, whatever it's going to be. And the gold is out of 5. And so these cards are very sought after. They've been around a very long time. The black refractors and gold refractors, they typically aren't watered down by other parallels. There's a super refractor as well. I didn't put that here because it's just so rare, but these are the two I personally would look at. The golds out of 5s just never show up, and they're some of my personal favorite cards. Out of all the years I collected Billy Butler, never seen a Heritage Gold Chrome refractor. I can't find one number to 5. They just don't pop up because they're so rare. That's why I think they're a good investment type card. The next one is Flagship Golden Mirror cards. I say SSP and Golden Mirror in parentheses because a lot of players prior to 2022, I believe is when the Golden Mirror was introduced. It was either 22 or 23. There were SSPs in other sets, like Acuna has one, Soto has one, even Garrett Cole has one, Manny Machado has one from 2013. There are super short prints. Bryce Harper has one in Topps Chrome back in the day. But for Flagship, which is usually Topps paper cards, which is Series 1, Series 2, and Update, these are good cards to collect. People like them. They're very sought after set. Some people could argue they should be higher, and I'd be okay with that. But these are usually less than 200, sometimes 100 to 200. These are made every given year. So this is a good one to target as well. And that is 7B. 7A is a different card. This is Topps Chrome refractors, gold, orange, and red. You'll notice I included the gold Freddie Freeman Topps Chrome rookie card right here. I also have the Topps Chrome Sapphire. I also have the Topps Chrome Update Sapphire and the Topps Chrome Sapphire of Bobby Witt Jr. I included these because I'm kind of lumping them in here. Typically, you're going to have more collectability around the regular Topps Chrome. The regular Topps Chrome is usually more sought after than the Sapphires, which is backwards compared to what it used to be, right? In like the early 2020s or late 2019, like 2019 or so, more sought after parallel was the Sapphire. But now we're kind of going back to our roots and going to the true flagship of like the gold, the orange, the red, maybe even the blue if you want to get a higher numbered card. But these are the cards I would target. First, I would target Topps Chrome. Then I would go to Sapphire. Some players only really have Sapphire gold refractors and things, and so that's why I included those here. I like the Topps Chrome super short prints. I have them above the Flagship golden mirrors, and the reason for that is because it's Topps Chrome. And I know that sounds silly, but usually Topps Chrome goes for more. Chromium cards are more appreciated, and they usually have lower print runs for the super short prints. This Bryce Harper right here, I can't find one for sale. I would love to buy one, but they're like $8,000 now, which is very expensive. expensive and they don't pop up. And they're true super short prints. Then we have this Jackson Churio super short print right here from Topps Chrome, and that's a card I think is really awesome. A friend of mine, Jeff from Blabbing About Slab and his Spitballing Cards, he has one of those cards. Actually, I have a few of those cards. But either way, number 6 is Topps Chrome super short prints. I think they're great. I think they have a good long-term appeal because it is a flagship brand in Topps Chrome, and it's the chromium stock and generally decent pictures, and it shines and looks pretty. At number 5, we have Topps Flagship Black. Primarily black, but also clear out of 10, gold out of the year the card is produced. This year would be 2024. And also other specialty colors. These are more unique. Like we have the 2018 Independence Day or the 2011 Topps Hope Diamond out of 60. These cards are special because of the parallel and the year. There's other Independence Days this year, but they don't go for as much as the black for good reason. But Independence Day in 2018 goes for more than the black that particular year for good reason. It just looks amazing. The Hope Diamonds are the same thing. They usually go for more than the black because they look a lot better. They're numbered to 60, just like the black was numbered to 60 that particular year. But that is a very special case. So just make sure that if you're looking at a particular player, see if they have a special case, kind of like this Acuna and this Freeman. If not, these are the 3 I would target. The out of 10 clear isn't like everybody's favorite, but I have a Mookie Betts out of 10 clear. It's one of his best cards ever made. I love that card, so maybe I'm biased, but I do think that they're very sought after. There's a guy on Instagram named Jay Strizzo who's been looking for this Juan Soto clear for years and just can't find it. He has the 1/1 platinum and he wants this card but just can't seem to track it down. So it's one of those situations where if you have a player who's very good, those clears are rare and a lot of cases are going to be paid a high premium for them. Then you have the black, which is usually numbered to however many years it's been since 1952, I believe. And then we have the gold out of the particular year. Those are the best flagship parallels in my personal opinion from like an investment standpoint. That's what I would personally target. It can be tempting to go for like the Father's Day or the Mother's Day or even the camo out of 25, which isn't bad. It's a good card. They're all great cards, but these ones usually are more looked at by more collectors in general because they have a long lineage for these two, and this one's just really rare, and then the specialty colors like I mentioned. At number 4B is the Topps Chrome Sapphire autograph. This is a tough one because these aren't created equal for every player. Some of them have sticker autographs in Topps Chrome Sapphire updates. Some of them have on-card autographs in Topps Chrome Sapphire. This Bobby Witt and Julio Rodriguez in this particular year in 2022, autographs were extremely rare. There's only like 40 to 50 of each of them made. This is numbered to 25, but all the parallels together. And so this is different any given year, but Topps Chrome Sapphire autographs are usually a very safe bet. Them alongside the regular Topps Chrome Gold or better autographs, those are what I would target from like one of their best rookie autographs that exist is Topps Chrome Gold or better, and then the Topps Chrome Sapphire autograph, usually again gold or better. Don't get like a green from an investment standpoint. Again, if you want it for a collector standpoint, or if you can't afford the gold, green is still good. A rising tide will raise all boats. It's just you don't have like the big potential as you have with the true colors like a red or a gold or an orange. But those are the two cards I think are kind of tied. I would still take a true gold versus a sapphire gold in a lot of cases. This Witt is not one of those cases because the sapphires are so rare, like I mentioned. But again, it can change per player, but typically you want the true gold flagship over the equivalent parallel in sapphire to some people. At number 3 are Heritage Real One Red Ink autographs. I put this one ahead of Topps Chrome only because there is a variant in sapphire and gilded and Ben Baller that doesn't exist anymore, but it does for some players, and other Topps Chrome sets that kind of push down on that gold. Heritage Real One autographs, on the other hand, they don't have that competition. It is just this card and it goes up every year. Next year it'll be out of 74. This one's out of 73. It is the red ink on card autographs, which is great. There's no parallel lower than this one. You have the blue ink non-numbered and the red ink numbered, and it's a Heritage flagship set that's been around since I think 2000 to 2003 eras when it started, all the way until now, and that's why these ones are so collected. And they're great looking cards. The red ink stands out really well to most cards, like Juan Soto, Mookie Betts. I've owned red inks of those two players, and the autograph didn't stand out very well at all because it matched their jersey. But look at this Witt. Look at this Witt. Look how good that looks. So that's my number 3 pick. I would not complain if you picked either of these two ahead of the red ink autographs, but that's why I have red ink autographs ahead of them, even though it is numbered higher. At number 2 is Topps Dynasty RPAs. I am a recent convert to Topps Dynasty RPAs, and maybe I'm too overzealous on this particular product, and so if you see me ranking this too high in your eyes, that's fine. I don't think I am. And the reason I say that is because this product has really stood out the last few years as having game-worn patches with on-card autographs, all numbered to 10, 5, or 1/1s. Only confusing thing is, like, you can tell these are both Bobby Witt Jr. rookie autographs, but they're different images. So how does that happen? It's because there's like 9 different versions of a Bobby Witt Jr. rookie autograph. They have different images, but all of them have sick patches, and some of the images will be worth more, and that is something you have to kind of figure out as you go through it. But I think Topps Dynasty is here to stay, and if I was buying any rookie autograph, personally, I like this one for any any like normal player. There's other players that don't have normal top sets where it doesn't make sense for Dynasty over other things, but for most players, this is what I personally would target and have been targeting. But Bobby Witt, I would love to get a Bobby Witt Dynasty. Look how cool these patches are. They're great cards. And number one, maybe anticlimactic. This is the Bowman Chrome first autograph, typically the best investment card you can find. I know it's not a true rookie card, and that might bug a lot of people. And these are usually photoshopped airbrush uniforms, but they are on card, have the first logo, usually the first autograph of particular players, and they have a lot of hype around them since the player is a prospect. So they have all those years to build momentum, and on top of that, there's really no comparable card to this. There's so many rookie autographs. We can debate Topps Chrome versus Dynasty versus Red Ink autographs, but this is the Bowman Chrome first autograph. And because of that, this is why it's become such a big thing in baseball cards since Albert Pujols in 2001, Mike Trout in 2009, Clayton Kershaw 2006. It just continues, and that's where we're at right now. But overall, this is the top investment cards I would personally target for a particular player if I was looking at their cards. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with my take, and I will see you in the next video.